Hi, welcome to Troubadour's videos. Today we're going to conduct a comparison benchmark using 3D Mark Vantage, and we're going to check that out on three of the industry's leading GPU configurations, namely 3-way SLI, Quad SLI, and CrossfireX. I've been receiving a lot of requests to benchmark a variety of the latest series of graphics card configurations, so today we're going to check out the latest top performance setups available to the PC and extreme gaming enthusiast. Here are the specifications of the test rig we're going to be using for this benchmark. All the settings are set to the stock configurations to provide the best indication of a fresh out of the box expectation. Let's have a look at the first test configuration, the GTX 280 for the Win Edition. The GTX 280s really need no explaining. These cards are proven top performers and rock solid under a variety of intense gaming and benchmark applications. These particular GTX 280s are in 3-way SLI, liquid cooled with Coolant's VID 428 GPU water blocks, and running with GeForce 181.71 beta drivers for Windows 7. Next up, the GTX 285 SSC or Superclocked Edition. The GTX 285 is Nvidia's new kid on the block, freshly released to win over all die-hard gaming enthusiasts. These cards are straight out of the box, running standard factory air-cooled heatsinks, configured in 3-way SLI and running with GeForce 181.71 beta drivers for Windows 7. Now for the big guns, the behemoth quad configurations. The GTX 295 is currently the top offering from Nvidia. In its dual card or quad SLI configuration, it has the unique ability to crunch through the most demanding of graphically intense applications and absolutely destroy games at alarming frame rates. These particular GTX 295s are water cooled with Coolant's VID NX295 GPU water blocks, running standard stock clock settings and utilizing GeForce 181.71 beta drivers for Windows 7. And finally, ATI's HD 4870 X2 in killer CrossfireX configuration. These ATI cards are wicked fast and rock solid performers. They're still currently the top offering from ATI and constantly improving with each and every release of newer drivers. For this particular test we're using the Catalyst 9.2 beta drivers for Windows 7. These cards are in quad configuration of CrossfireX, running standard clock speeds and water cooled using Coolant's VID 487 X2 water blocks. And here are the four contenders we're going to be running through 3D Mark Vantage today, and we'll review the performance of these configurations at the end of the run. Now bear in mind we are running Windows 7 operating system in 64-bit, so bear in mind also that each of these configurations is also running beta drivers for Windows 7. As we go through the 3D Mark Vantage benchmark, you will be bombarded with information, so feel free to click the pause or rewind button if you wish to flash back and see some of the data. But I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking, why did I choose 3D Mark Vantage for this particular benchmark? Well, as you know, each of these configurations takes advantage of specific game engines, coding and customizations. Just like if we were to do a Crisis benchmark, ATI's cards wouldn't fare too well. But the nice thing about the 3D Mark Vantage, although being a synthetic benchmark, it does take each and every configuration and run it through identical scenarios, stress tests and simulations, so regardless of the type, manufacturer or configuration we're testing, all the setups are marked or gauged on a level playing field. This will indeed give us the fairest comparison to date. Watch both the quad configurations and compare them with the 3-way SLI setups. One thing I've noticed with all quad configurations to date is the microstutter phenomenon. Still, people either admit it, dismiss it, or go on blissfully unaware of it, so keep a close eye on the curtain, especially when the board pulls away. And again, keep an eye on the top left configuration, the GTX 295 quad, and watch how that plane takes off and stutters away. Each of these configurations are unique both in price and performance, so let's check out the 3D Mark Vantage results and see exactly which ones come in top. Wow! The GTX 285 SSC 3-way SLI brings home 85,314 GPU scores in 3D Mark Vantage entry level. Unbelievable! In the performance ratings, the GTX 285 SSC also comes in top performer with 29,919 GPU score points. And again in the high benchmark, the GTX 285 SSE 3-way SLI takes top position, 22,727, but closely followed behind by the GTX 295 Quad SLI with 22,441. In the extreme benchmark, a 3D Mark Vantage, again GTX 285 SSE takes top position with 16,791 GPU score points. Thanks again for watching Troubadur's videos. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to subscribe if you wish to stay up to date with the latest and greatest in PC and extreme gaming hardware. Also, feel free to swing by our forum at www.troubadurforums.com. We've just established and set up a couple of dedicated Ventrilo server systems for you guys for Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty 5. So all you hardcore gaming nuts, feel free to swing by, check those out, and we'll see you online. Take care.